It's been quite a year for the BBC, and not really in a good way, with Director General Tim Davie having to steer the corporation through dramas involving Glastonbury, Greg Wallace and Gaza.
I think we can all agree that it's been a fairly bumpy summer.
Opening with an understatement, the chair of the Culture Select Committee, which had summoned the Director General and BBC Chair Samir Shah to Parliament for a grilling. Where would they even start? Well, how about the fallout from Greg Wallace's inappropriate behaviour and what it means for talent on the channel?
We're not mucking around now. If you're not living the values, it is clear you leave the BBC or there are consequences.
Leading to a heated exchange over whether there are any other skeletons in the BBC's closet.
You can tell us how many you've got.
Well, all I would say, no, I don't.
Not?
Because in terms of, I think that's...
You need to know the scale of this problem and whether it still exists.
I think a running commentary of what's coming in on the day and what's not.
It's not a running commentary. This is a parliamentary sitting and you're being held to account.
We have dismissed people who are not living our values. That's non-negotiable.
Spiky to say the least, and he refused to be drawn on whether he misread the situation at Glastonbury when he arrived on site and was told about punk anarchist Bob Vylan's on-stage Israeli soldier death chants.
I don't think I misread it. When I heard about it about 5 o'clock, post the performance was well done by then. And at that point, I knew absolutely that it was an anti-Semitic broadcast. So my decision was to get that off on demand. The BBC made a very significant mistake, very significant in broadcasting that.
Then there's its handling of Gaza. Its editorial guidelines called into question when it emerged a documentary it commissioned failed to disclose its child narrator was the son of a Hamas official.
It was a perception of impartiality of the narrator.
So that's not even partiality, it's a perception. It does feel like you're bowing to some sort of pressure with this war.
I want to defend the newsroom and the journalists. I don't think they're shaped by fear. And I don't think they're shaped by individual bits of lobbying. What they're shaped by, if I may, is our editorial guidelines.
A couple of months ago, Tim Davie was christened with a somewhat dubious nickname of Teflon Tim by one tabloid newspaper over how he seems to be impervious to storms of controversy, with his leadership remaining intact. The question is whether this performance is enough to silence those critics who argue he simply has to go, with one too many scandals happening under his watch. Katie Spencer, Sky News.